Hey there, freedom fighters. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up an instant leads campaign in REIRobot. This is really cool because it's going to be able to automate the leads that you get in. And then I'm also going to show you how to automate cold outreach to realtors so you can automatically contact them, network with them, and get them to contact you. All right, so first thing you're going to do is we need to go into REIRobot. You're going to go into the lead section, go to My Campaigns, and then click on New Lead Campaign. All right, so you're going to type in instant leads. And then what I do is I create a new campaign for each state that I'm going into. And so before you start this, you're going to need to know your target markets. So you're going to need to know which cities of each state that you want to be finding properties. So let's go to Oklahoma, and then we can select campaign type online, and campaign target is sellers. So we're going to create leads campaign. Okay, so now you've got the leads campaign created. So this is basically the framework for it. And what you're going to want to do is associate a phone number. So you're going to want to select a phone number that you want to associate with this campaign. Okay. You also want to set up you want to go to here where it says email to this campaign. On the right hand side, click that arrow where it says email to this campaign. And this is the key right here. This is the key to the whole thing with getting instant leads. Is you need to use this email address. All right. So copy that email address. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to realtor.com. All right. If you're logged in, make sure that you're logged out. Okay, because we're going to create a new realtor.com campaign. This requires you to create a new campaign, a new account for realtor.com. And don't worry, they're free. You can create as many realtor.com accounts as you want. And the way that we do that is we sign up for an account using this email address that we just copied right here. So we sign up for an account. So the way that you copy it is either you can click this button that says copy to clipboard, or you can highlight it and then right click and go to copy. So copy that and then go over to realtor.com and go to sign up. All right, so if you've already got some information here in the sign up form, you want to delete all that, and then you're going to paste in your new email address that you copied from REIRobot. So it starts with F96, just verifying F96. Okay, we've got the right one there. And we want to uncheck this box because we don't need news, tips, and promos from Move and Realtor.com. And then type in a password that you can remember there, and then just hit sign up. And that's it. Okay, so now you've got your account created in Realtor.com. So now what we want to do is we're going to set up the search criteria that's going to pull in leads. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up search criteria. It's going to email them to this email address here. And we, behind the scenes, have it programmed where any leads that are emailed to this email address that you select is going to automatically be populated into your campaign that you just created. Instant leads, okay. So it's going to the leads are going to automatically populate here with all of the information, and it's going to populate the information for the realtor. So it's going to give you their phone number, it's going to give you their email address, and then I'm going to show you how REIRobot can contact those agents. Oh, sorry, my dogs are barking. Then I'm going to show you how REIRobot will contact all of those agents for you automatically using the autoresponder. Okay, but first let's set up the search. Okay, so this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in the city that I'm targeting in my state. Okay, so this is the part that you need to have ready before you set up your instant leads campaign. You need to know which cities you're going into so that you can set this up. So I set up a different search for each state. So like I work in like 5 different states. So I set up an instant leads campaign, one for each state. So that means I've got a different Realtor.com account for each state. So I use this email address, one per state. I hope that makes sense. So like I have another instant leads campaign for Ohio, for example. And then that Ohio campaign uses a different email address, and I have a different Realtor.com account just for Ohio. So I do it by state. You can do it any way you want. You can do it by city. You can have a separate campaign for every single city if you want. You can do it any way you want. That's just the way that I do it to make it simple and easy. All right, so let's go to, I'm going to pick the cities, some of the cities that I'm targeting in Oklahoma. So Oklahoma City. And then, so here's what shows up for Oklahoma City. 2,147 homes. Now, we don't want to collect information on all of these properties because it's not going to give us the right realtors to work with. Okay, we want to work with realtors that are working with investment properties. So pretty much ugly houses that we can buy really cheap. We're not really interested in working with this realtor that is listing this $545,000 house. That's not going to do much for us. It's not going to be the best use of our time to talk to that person. And they're not going to really want to waste their time talking to us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice and dice this search criteria. And so the cool thing about Realtor.com is that you want to leave the minimum purchase price at no minimum. And then for every city that you go into, Realtor.com is going to change this first number here. So it's going to change this first number based upon the pricing of that city. Now, usually I like to use the lowest maximum price. So this one is $80,000 for the maximum price that we're looking for properties. And so I'm just going to put that there. And we came up with 268 houses. So now these houses could be potential leads for houses that we could buy in wholesale or buy in rehab or buy and hold. So those are potential properties, okay? But also, you've also need to look at it from this angle. You've got 268 listing agents that are also prospective people for you to work with as well. So maybe this house that they're listing may not be a good fit for you, but maybe the next one that they list, which you don't know about yet, which they don't know about yet, maybe a good one for you to buy as well. You can also put in the rest of your search criteria here. Okay, so we've got the minimum price. Now, if we're not getting enough properties, we can always increase that to the second pricing level. But you also, if you have requirements for the number of bedrooms that you want to work with, say if you only want to work with 3 2s, you can put a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house there. That cuts it down to 20 houses, 20 properties. Okay, for a 3-2. I don't particularly care. I don't really care if it's a 3-2 or not, because a lot of times, even if we get like a house that's a 2-1, those are awesome houses to buy really cheap and sell on owner financing or sell on a lease option. Those are really awesome houses to do that with. So now for the property type, we're going to do house. And I also have other searches set up for multifamily only because I buy multifamily properties, love multifamily properties. So you can select which ones you want. And I segment it. I have separate searches just for multifamily, but for now, let's do house. If you're targeting condos and townhomes, you can do that there as well. Manufactured, mobile, farm, ranch, land. I don't really mess with that stuff. If you do, then you can select that there. And then listings, I'm doing existing homes, not new construction, not pending. You can also look for price reduced. So you can set up a search just for price reduced. And a lot of times that will give you a good list of sellers that are motivated because they're lowering their price and they're trying to get it sold. So you can target and you can make offers. You can make low offers to those properties that show up on your price reduced. Because every time the listing is updated or you get a new listing, it's going to update this campaign. So you're going to look in this campaign and you're going to see new leads that popped up for the day. All right. So then you can contact them, make offers, whatever you want to do. And then you've got more filters here. So if you want a minimum square footage, you can put that there. If you want a minimum lot size, you can put that there. If you want to buy homes in a certain age range, a number of stories, heating, cooling. So all of those things that you can select, garage. You can select all of those things that you want. So by changing the criteria from minimum 80,000, maximum 80,000 purchase price, existing homes, and a house, brought us down to 88 homes, and that's a pretty good number. So that's a pretty good number for us to work with. So it's not just the 88 homes that's showing up right now, but it's new listings that are going to show up under this criteria as well. And then we're just going to go to hit save search. All right. So then if you look over here in this section, you'll see under save searches, that you've got your saved search right there. And you can always update it by running search and then saving it again. And you want to make sure the alerts are on. The alerts means it's going to send you any new listings that match this criteria to your REIRobot account and then to that email address that we put in, and then that's going to automatically behind the scenes work its magic and put it into this campaign for you. And then that is going to give the robot the information to be able to do the outreach from the autoresponder that we set up for this campaign, which is where the magic happens. Okay, so let's go back. We go back. All right, so now we're going to put in our next city for this state. And I'm going to do Tulsa, Oklahoma. And that's going to give us 242 properties that match this criteria. And so that seems like a lot. And so that's the minimum price that we can do. All right, so what we could do is, as you can see, there's a lot of deals in this area. I mean, there's a lot of deals out there, guys. So a lot of houses for sale under $80,000, making offers on these properties. And this one's listed for $37,000. What do you think they would do if they got an offer for 19, and then you were able to resell that with owner financing for $49,000? That's an incredible deal right there. Okay, so then we're gonna hit save search, and so then that is gonna save that search for that city here as well. So it's gonna go back into the same REIRobot campaign. All the leads and the new properties that are updated or new listings that come on the market are going to show up right here. All right, so that's how you do it. You just keep on adding the cities of your state that you want for each Realtor.com account. That's how I do it. And then it automatically shows them in your robot account. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to select the autoresponder that I want to use. So basically what this means, I'm going to select Realtor Outreach. Okay, so any properties that come into this campaign, my autoresponder is going to send out emails that I've set up that I want to go out to the seller. In this case, the seller is the real estate agent that's listing the property. You've got properties that are coming in from your website, then the autoresponder is going to reach out directly to the seller or whoever entered the information on that web form from your website. Okay, so I've got Realtor Outreach set up there. And then, so this would require you to have an autoresponder already set up. Now, if you don't have an autoresponder set up, then you want to go to autoresponder settings and set that up. And you can see this different video that covers how to set up an autoresponder. All right. So this is how you set up an instant leads campaign in REIRobot, which automates the realtor outreach. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hope you enjoyed this. And for now, keep fighting for freedom. I will always fight for your freedom.